This is Paul. I have plenty of documentation for the parents that are concerned about their own children. My record was actually expunged. I have no criminal record. Now, if you thought that the protection order was relevant to your own individual houses, I have a stipulation and order that wasn't enforced. The regulating of contact between Mr. Budnick and his wife and children. Anytime you do a default dissolution of marriage that began while the stipulation order was in place, you can't. Anytime that you allow for a motioning for a default dissolution of marriage when I responded, you can't. When I paid the sheriff's department to serve my wife, you can't. Now, the orders of the state of Washington, it actually violates the stipulation order from the U.S. territory Guam. And you are obligated to make sure that she didn't commit any felonies. Now, I'm going to want my sons, yes, and I'm going to want a copy of that. Yeah. What? No, the actual dissolution of marriage. Now, there are a couple other things that I think that are very, very important here. I am what is known as a member of humanity. Yeah. My marriage certificate was issued from the United Nations. Yes, you probably got a copy of it. I'm going to show it to you again. Yes, marriage certificate. Yeah, we were married in Jacova. Yes, on December 18th of 2000. This is my name, and this is her maiden name. Yeah, I'd like to get my name back from her. Yeah. And then there's biological father Paul D. Budnick, biological mother Sandra L. Condit. Yeah, Heidi's biological father and her biological mother, and then her actual signature, if you wondered what it was. Yeah. Now, let's say that I'm being obstructed from using the United Nations, the International Criminal Court. Yeah. I found out that the governor of the state of Washington used executive authority, yes, that obstructed my right to, well, go to any business. I could sue you in the United Nations. Now, it's one of those large $100 billion lawsuits. And I mention it because as an individual in humanity, yeah, having the legal right to use the United Nations for dissolution of marriage, any of your executive decisions that you made as governors, state legislatures, maybe even the president. Or I'd say, well, as the president, I disagree with what you've been doing. So I'd like to call you to the United Nations about violating the humanitarian rights of those that have a right to get a divorce. Now, it's one of these little lawsuits, yes, that can really, really grow in size. And I know the president's got a lot of things on his plate right now. I said, relax. Yeah, don't worry about it. We got everything under control. In fact, you got a big control room. I seen a picture of the vice president using one of these. There was a cyber attack. Yes, it was. It was quite something. Yes. I seen the headlines of it. I thought, my gosh, you put that together fast. Where'd you get all those computers? Somebody went in the storeroom and brought out like a few extra hundred computers. Is that some sort of military command that I didn't have knowledge of? Do we have any more of those? We think fusion centers, if you're in the Homeland Security, that's what they wanted when we had that September 11th attack. Yeah. And then there's the FEMA and all of their emergency management, and their different war rooms of how we're going to manage the nation. But where'd you get yours? Because if it magically appeared in the last 2 weeks, I'd have some questions about the executive use of the power of the presidency without informing me of these various locations where you have all those computers and the availability of a cyber attack. Now, as much as you think, okay, how did that actually get there? Because I don't.